Today, our map of America looks like this, but around 200 years ago, it looked more like this. How did this map change? To answer this question, first we have to look at the city of New Orleans, one of America's most culturally and historically rich destinations, according to their website. But New Orleans wasn't always part of the United States. Back in 1803, it was located in the southeastern corner of the Louisiana Territory, which was owned by France, and then later given to Spain, and then secretly given back to France in exchange for some land in Italy, and then officially given back to France 2 years later. New Orleans was an important city because it was a good trading location at the end of the Mississippi River. So the US wanted New Orleans, and newly elected President Thomas Jefferson sends two guys to negotiate with the French about purchasing the city. Now look at this from the French's perspective. Their plans to establish an empire in the Americas was failing. They feared a war with Britain was imminent and that their territory would likely be taken by Canada. So they offered the US a deal too good to refuse. They offered not only New Orleans, but the entire Louisiana Territory, and only bumping up the price from $10 million to $15 million. But the Senate ratified it, and Jefferson allowed it, and thus the United States purchased the Louisiana Territory and doubled the size of the country. This was a turning point in American history for several reasons. It was the start of Manifest Destiny, which was the Americans' belief that it was their right to expand and settle coast to coast across North America. Lots of Americans began moving to the new land, so many in fact that the people began to pressure the government to open up Oklahoma Territory, which was previously closed to settlement. The day it opened, thousands of people lined up along the border waiting, and at noon the territory was opened and people rushed to claim land. The Louisiana Purchase no doubt had a huge effect on America.